Welcome, everybody. It's Uncle Byron. I'm kind of surviving. Not dead yet. You know? I know, it's cynical. Very cynical. But anyway, how's everybody doing? It's been about, I don't know, 5 days since I recorded anything. I do got a story to tell y'all, though. You're gonna probably think I'm a little crazy. I was trying to figure out where my travois was. Now, when Christian, one of the viewers, commented about transfer pass, right? I could have swore I went back there and got it. So off camera, because I couldn't talk for about I don't know, 4 days. So if I'm clearing my throat a lot and stuff, I apologize, guys. I'm still getting over the sickness, still short of breath. So if I seem a little winded and stuff at times, that's what's going on. But anyway, I wanted to get on here and do this before I get too relaxed with the run. Right? I don't want to lose the momentum we had going. And anyway, so I ran over to Broken Railroad and killed some wolves, got some food going, stuff like that. And I meandered my way over to Transfer Pass, got there. Sure enough, the travois and a few other items were in there. You know, I grabbed some like boots and stuff that were in there. I got leather from it, and then I got in my beady brain that it was going to be a good idea for some reason for me to wander on off to the zone of contamination because I hadn't checked out the bigger buildings and all that stuff yet, right? Well, the run almost ended, and I was gonna pop the recording on at one point. I had no food. There was nothing there. The few buildings I didn't check didn't have much in it. I ended up finding I think it was like a can of corn. Yeah, it was a can of corn and some chips and a couple like nuts and stuff, right? Because I had already depleted most of the cattails. And the thing about zone of contamination is the wolves are contaminated. So when you kill them, you don't get meat from them. You only get hide and guts. So the food source there was scarce. I went running around some of the perimeter looking for, I did find a deer carcass. Well, I knew there was one. If you do the Signal Void quest line, you have to kind of follow this one area that's kind of in an obscure location. And there was one deer carcass there. So I go running down there. I'm all excited, right? I had no calories. Things were looking pretty bad. And the son of a bitch only had 1.1 pounds of meat on him, guys. So it was like literally 430 something calories. So anyway, I got that meat off of him. I didn't care about the hide and the guts at that point. You're probably wondering why I'm all the way here at Trapper's Cabin. Well, I wanted to come over here to the cave and check it for coal. There was only 6 pieces in there, which is fine. So I'm gonna kind of wander back. There's nothing here for us really. I'm gonna turn this on. I know I left some stuff on the floor, some guts. I think there's a couple wolf hides here, maybe a deer. I don't know. So we'll grab these for sure because trying to keep everything located over at the camp office. And these are just things I was dropping here when we were kind of muling stuff back and forth from Milton. And so yeah, it was a interesting journey. So what happened was I figured, okay, if I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get out of here alive, I better run over to this forsaken airfield, right? Because I'm thinking, oh, there's rabbits, there's wolves that have meat, there's food there. So anyway, I changed my mind because I got to the maintenance yard in Broken Railroad, and I found some food. So I basically killed 2 rabbits along the way out of Transfer Pass that got me enough calories. I slept in a cave for a little bit. I did take some damage. Sorry about the lantern. I'm talking. I took some damage and stuff, and it was pretty bleak. I literally thought I was gonna die, just because I did not have. I got caught in 2 blizzards when I was in the zone of contamination, which did not help because I was, I had no food. I couldn't sustain sleeping, right? The mere act of sleeping was going to kill me, and my condition was down to like 40%. And so anyway, I was walking around. I scoured the building. I found just enough food to get through the first blizzard. So the next day, I get up. I wake up and I'm going, okay, I'm gonna take off, right? No. Glimmer fog, freaking blizzard, all that stuff. So I ended up having to stay there another night, and I had just enough calories to squeak through till really bright and early in the morning when it's super cold, right? And so anyway, long story short, yeah, I got the Broken Railroad all the way from Transfer Pass, and there was some food I had left there. If you guys remember, I killed the bear. So anyway, I get done with all that stuff. I get to Mystery Lake. Now, remember how I left all that bear meat? I got to be really careful right here. I get jumped here by that bear more times. I remember I left all the bear meat and wolf meat by the fishing hut. Well, I grabbed my travois, popped it on the ground, loaded up all that meat. Okay, all of it was in the travois. Get over to the camp office, right, and go to check the travois, and there's one piece of animal fat in it, dudes. It just bugged out. I went inside, saved, came back out, checked it, was still empty, logged out, logged back in, checked it, still empty. So I got screwed out of all that bear meat we had there. So there was only what was on the porch, and there's not a whole lot there. There's some here, but yeah, we lost about, I'd say, 70 pounds between the bear and wolf meat that I picked up and put in that travois. So I don't know what the hell happened there. I've never had that happen. I've had it bug out where, you know, you go to check the travois and it's empty and the box is somewhere, right? So I'm thinking, okay, maybe the box, it did that little glitch, but I don't know where it would be at the camp office because I've never had that happen there. So I got to look around the surroundings a little bit and see if it's not in a box somewhere or even inside, which I didn't really thoroughly check. But at any rate, so far I can't find it anywhere unless it's somewhere down by the fishing hut, you know, where I originally picked it up. But normally it's close to where you drop it and that little bug happens, right? So I don't know what the hell's going on, but I was kind of pissed off because, I mean, we were set for food here for quite some time. I'm running low on fuel, so I decided off camera I would run over to Trapper's real quick, check the cave. There was only like 5 pieces in there. I had one on me already. So it didn't fully respawn. I didn't see any, you know, reason to go back to Milton. So I was like, you know, I'll just wait. So anyway, that's my tragic story, but I did almost die. And and when I say almost died, my condition when I got to back here to the camp office, which I had to travel, by the way, because there was a bear. So I got out of Forlorn Muskeg. I don't need this shit right now. Go away. I got out of Forlorn Muskeg, and when I was walking down here, there was an Aurora. And so my condition when I reached the camp office was 12%. So, I mean, I was like, and I, by the way, I did the whole journey without well fed. I just got well fed back because I got here, figured I'd lick my wounds, right? I'd heal up, you know, eat some food, all that happy stuff. The wolf just killed a rabbit over there. And so I just spent a few days just licking my wounds, getting my condition back. I did, however, when I was over there, I scored a book of matches. So we have, I found these. This is all I had left. Plus I have 36 stashed in this cabinet over here, I believe. I want to go check that if I can get over there in the dark. Come on, there you go. Should be in this one. No, I apologize if you guys hear any white noise at all. I got air conditioner I had to purchase yesterday. It's one of them indoor ones. It's a pretty big sucker, but I have to have it running in here because it's going to be in the 90s again today. I'm in Oklahoma, and it's yesterday and today it's going to be today it's supposed to be up near 98ish, and so yeah, I have to have that running because inside this travel trailer it's like a tin can. All right, come on, cabinet. Where's my matches? I keep checking the same one even though I'm moving. Okay. Turn on the freaking lantern so I can see what the hell's going on. Oh, it's because I'm standing right on top of it. Let's put a swirler like right here. This is some of the stuff that we have stashed. Still got sewing kits. Yeah, 37 matches. So we have, you know, a decent amount of matches. But to be honest with you, if you take a look here, we're currently on day 282. And we have 100% of the world explored. I did check pretty much everything in Sundered Pass, Hush River Valley, everything that was of any kind of value, really. Ash Canyon, you know, Timberwolf Mountain, Pleasant Valley, Milton, all of Milton. We even went back so many times. I checked every one of the cars on the bridge. I didn't get one of the caches because the key wasn't where it usually is. But that's not a big deal. But I'm pretty sure there's matches in that one, so I got to try to figure that out if I have to. But right now, I'm kind of feeling like I'm playing for the sake of surviving. With no real major points, unless you guys can think of something I could probably try to get done. But as far as you know, that stuff's concerned, right? I am, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I'm just surviving. It's almost kind of, this is the point I get to in Stalker, and it's like I just don't want to play the run because it's like I just feel like there's really not a point to it. It's like I'm just going through motions of just merely passing days to say, hey, I made it 500 days. Which I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna stop the run. But what I'm saying is that's just kind of the way I feel at the moment. So I got to kind of find something to do. And if you notice, I don't fish, and I'm not gonna. I know a lot of people are saying use the fishing tip ups, and them are all great hints, but I just don't. I don't need to. If I was doing this run with the scurvy and the cougar on, I don't even know if we would have made it this far. But then I'd be fishing, right? Because then the fish become very valuable for vitamin C, and the trader as well, because you can get the supplements. But what I'm saying is I just rated this current run, we left the cougar off and the scurvy off because, we were just trying to get our feet wet, so to speak, on the interloper setting. So anyway, I had to explain you that long-winded story, but it was pretty, I kind of watered it down a lot, but I was in a bad place. I mean, I couldn't see me getting out of that situation alive, to be honest with you. It was pretty bad. And then, like I said, the travois borked me. I still haven't looked around here. Maybe I know, like in coastal, if that happens, you can door looked like it was open, didn't it? You find your little box near the, it says gift box on it, right? But there's nothing here, guys. It's just, I totally got screwed out of all that meat. Because remember I said I was going to clean up the, the lake. Because I had like 3 or 4 fire pits out on the water. We had all that food and animal fat. And so I picked it all up, like I said, and I travoted all the way up here. I stopped right here in front of the steps like I normally do. I dropped the travois right here. I opened it up, and it only had 1 piece of animal fat in it. I'm sitting there clicking through my tabs thinking, okay, I screwed up. But then I looked at the weight. I took the 1 piece of animal fat out, and it said empty. So like I said, I went in here, right, to save it. Came back out, checked it, still nothing. So I went back in, quit the game, loaded it back up, and still nothing. And I even repaired it because it was only at 43% when I picked it up in Transfer Pass. So yeah, it was pretty it was pretty intense, man. The zone of contamination. Oh, I did also. I don't know if you saw it or not. I have the I did find because I was in, like I said, I was in zone of contamination. Here's my proof for you. But I found the the respirator in the building where it normally is with the 1 canister. I end up using the canister to get to that 1 trailer on the hill that's kind of out past where Langston Mine is. It's like way up on a hill, but you got to kind of walk through the contaminated part. And at that point, I didn't have well fed, and my fatigue was completely wiped out, and I was walking so freaking slow that I burned through the canister that it had, plus the spare one I found. So I don't have any canister whatsoever. I think if I equip this, it's like maybe 10, 15%. Yeah, see, there's nothing, hardly anything left on it. But yeah, that was pretty freaking freaky, man. I was panicking a little bit. I think the last episode, I don't remember what day we were on. I think it was like, let me think. I think we were at like day 275 or 6. Yeah, let's look here. We can follow where, yeah, see? Okay. So it was about 273 when I decided to go on the off-camera adventure. See, Broken Railroad, Fire Branch. This is all the places I went to. See, Idle Camp. These are all the buildings I checked. Like I said, I went through all the buildings. I went back to Transfer Pass, Loitering Marsh. Let's see here, Broken Railroad Maintenance Yard, and that's where I found the food, thank God, because I was in a pretty bad place. And then I, like I said, I went to Broken Railroad, Forlorn Muskeg. We stopped off at the Poacher's Camp, and I made it to the camp office. And then I headed over to Trapper's Cabin. You know, see the cave. Then I was back at Trapper's Cabin when this is when I popped the video on. So you didn't miss a whole lot, but I was just trying to go over there, basically looking for you know, a couple things I might have missed, like matches. And I did find one book of matches, and I didn't completely scour the conveyor building and all that. I mean, I did enough, believe me. But because of the food, I kind of had to not cheese it, but I don't know, what, for lack of a better term. I mean, I don't know. I skimped over it kind of, but not totally. I mean, I got enough of it done, believe me, you saw the list. But so yeah, there's that, guys. That's what I was doing. And I don't know why the hell I even had the hairbrain. I didn't even go over there. Because if you remember earlier on in the run, I went over there and we ended up almost dying because of the food issue. And I decided, remember, I was like, I was like, hey, you know, we'll just leave. Right? So, oh boy, I don't know, man. So the food situation's not very good thanks to getting screwed out of all that bear meat I had. This is all I got left. This is it, guys. Like, this is it, man. This is all the food I got left here. It totally screwed me out of, like I said, 70 plus pounds. I mean, there was a big freaking pile, this big around of bear meat over there, plus a bunch of wolf meat. So, oh boy, I'm probably gonna have to, like, kill a deer or something down at the end of the lake if this weather cooperates any. Yeah, see, I got tidbits of stuff left. I mean, I'm right back into a pretty bad food situation. I can cook this stuff, but I really don't want to waste my fuel. Although I think I'm going to have to because I don't really have... Yeah, see, there's not even nothing really on that deer meat. Got 900 there, 900 there, 900 there. Got some ruined rabbit meat. So we're not destitute. But like I said, we would have had a big old, because I was going to just drop all that bear meat over here right near the fire like I normally do. Because we're out of food here too. So yeah, it's not a good situation. You can eat this animal fat. You have to. And by the way, you don't get food poisoning every time. How do I know that? Well, when I was over in Transfer Pass, I didn't realize that when I had killed earlier on in the run, I'd killed a couple wolves, and I had 2 pieces of animal fat on me, and they were like, one of them was like 700 calories or something silly. So I actually ate it and didn't get food poisoning from it. So I got lucky. And that was one of the things I did to get out of the zone of contamination. It was pretty brutal, man. I'll be honest with you. I was like, oh, what the hell? So now we're back to, you know, do I want to mess around in an Aurora? Oh, also, I did craft some arrows. I have 10 arrows. I think I have some arrowheads left. I broke down some of the broken ones that I had from the trip because That's another thing. When I got over here, I had maybe I had 2 arrows left, and I was I'm like still out of fire hardened. I have no fire hardened. I got this one that I found in the chest in here. That's it, and it's not even full. It's like, yeah, 23%. So I got to make some of these. So I'm probably gonna have to burn some fuel, which I didn't want to do. It is 2 down on the arrow at the moment. So what I think I'm going to do is just do the safe thing, and I'm going to go inside. And I should be able to get through the night until tomorrow, and I try to get some fuel. Because coal is an issue. I didn't want to go over all the way into Milton just to go through the cave. Plus, that Hush River Valley cave system really does not have a lot of coal in it to begin with. So it's not worth the trip over there just for coal. At least not in my opinion. However, the caves in Hush River Valley probably would be worth it. Because there's a lot of caves that mingle on up through there, Hush River, that have coal in them. All right, we'll just go ahead and do some tasks that need to get done. So what a really whacked out experience that was, man. I'm sitting there going, man, if I go in here and I die and I'm not on camera, these guys are going to think I'm lying to them. But no, like I said, I had, at that point, I put my headset on, because I was playing without my headset on. And, I was like, okay, I'm just going to put the headset on. I, got the audio set up, made sure OBS was working because I had the game paused. And I did a quick test on it, and it was all testing fine and stuff. And so I was ready with my finger on the button if I needed to just pop in and say, hey, dudes, I'm about to die. Thank God I got my way out of it. But if you watch the series, you'd see there was several situations where it was just almost looked impossible to get out of. And it wasn't like it was a difficult thing, like where I didn't get attacked by anything. I did get a quick attack by one of them contaminated wolves, but I laid on him with a knife so fast that he just jumped off me, and he didn't even damage my clothes or anything. I think he did a tiny bit of damage to my clothes and a little bit of condition, but that was it. I'll go ahead and tear that up too. Need all the sticks and shit I can get right now. So what an exciting little excursion. I could go back to Sundered Pass, but I don't really see a giant reason to. There's only like actually there's that Foreman's area that I wanted to try to find over there that I don't know where it is. And I do think it's going to be more of a lower area because I already pretty much traveled the entire upper area where like the 3 survival little cabins, A, B, and C are and all that crap up and around to the weather station. The only thing I didn't scour was I even scoured that one cave system that kind of just loops back around right on the upper tier, but I did not check the whole bottom area. I did get to the Lonely Homestead, the last Lonely Homestead, and I did not find the Foreman's part for this this part of this for Buried Echoes and Last Rising. I couldn't do the Langston mine for simple reasons. I didn't have enough canisters. I had two, and I would have died. Trust me, I've been in Langston mine on Stalker so many times it's not even funny. And you gotta have canisters. Usually, when I get over there, I have 6 to 8 canisters, and that's not even enough. You know, like you lose some through there, but you got to be really careful when you run that gauntlet that you don't screw up and backtrack, or you're screwed, man. You will die. And if you wanna end your run in this game, the Langston mine would be the place to frickin' do it, especially on Interloper, because you don't find as many canisters. Usually, Stalker, just checking the entire yard, the big buildings and stuff. I usually find anywhere between 6 plus of them, just scattered about, and I found one, and that was the one that was sitting next to the mask. So You have to excuse me if I seem a little off, too, guys. I've been sick and I'm really tired. I haven't slept. I've had probably, this is no exaggeration, I bet you I've had about maybe 7 hours of sleep in like the last 3 or 4 days because just some issues I'm dealing with. Other health issues that I'm dealing with. So, trying to see if what that bug up is there is running around near my lamp over there. Got these weird spiders that like to hang around here. I got some insect spray. I gotta get outside and spray the crap out all around this place. Because, it's not been done. Trust me on that one. Yeah, like I said, if you can hear that humming a little bit of my AC unit, I can't do anything about it. It's not really that it's super close to me. It's that kind of tingy. I can hear it in the headset. Doesn't mean you guys are gonna hear it. Because I got the filters like all filtered out, but I apologize if you can't hear it. But anyway, that was a fun little little trip, we'll call it. And I actually had decent weather all the way up to where I got to the zone. And of course, I got the welcoming committee. I had to kill 2 of the contaminated wolves, like right when I first got in the zone. And then I was going down toward the train car, which is where those 3 buildings are on your right when you first get in there. And I got jumped by 2 more. And, I killed them. But again, no food because they don't have meat on them. So that didn't help any. So let's see what the hell we can do here. I checked all of the dam. I checked every inch of that dam, upper and lower. So there's nothing here as far as Mystery Lake is concerned.
I could eat a horse.
The only other thing I could think of, I hate to say it, would almost be Black Rock. But I don't know, man. I don't remember exactly what I did and didn't do. I know we went the Pleasant Valley route, the back route, all the way up and through.
Getting a bit thirsty.
I didn't check the dam or the entire underneath that connected to the water plant on the other side. Or did I? I think I might have actually, because if you remember, we went to the gold mine, right? Because we got the party makers, didn't we? Noise makers, whatever the hell you want to call them. Okay, where the hell are they? We'll just do this. We'll use the main tab. Okay. Or no, you don't get those in, we don't get those in Interloper, do we? Because it's a weapon. I don't know. If you guys know the answer to that, let me know. Yeah, let's see here. Can't even get another bear coat and they want me to make a rug. Yeah, bastards. That would be pretty cool, but it's heavy. It's the only thing I like about it. We're still doing pretty good, actually, on gear. I'm still sitting at 49. I mean, this has been absolutely fine, except for me destroying my pants like a freaking idiot, but that's besides the point. It's not an Uncle Bar and Run if I'm not destroying a pair of my gear that I'm wearing. Just, And not just once. I was actually reviewing some videos earlier today just to kind of refresh myself a little bit. And I did it early on in the run where I destroyed a pair of nice socks. So, I just have this bad habit of harvesting the shit I'm wearing. And probably because I'm distracted too. I'm talking, I'm keeping an eye on OBS. I'm doing all kinds of shit while I'm playing. It does kind of distract you. That's why sometimes you'll be watching YouTubers and it's like you think they're being, careless or something, but it's not. They're just, when you're doing this, you get distracted. And this is a game where you really need to concentrate, right? So, I don't know. Got hide still hanging all over the damn place in here. Let's check our gear real quick. Yeah, see, I got to do some repairing. I'd rather do that outside, but right now I need to get fuel. We need food. I can't be dropping well fed, and that's kind of looking like it's almost going to happen. So let's see what we got. I got some cattails. So we're going to have to grab this stuff and just stay inside and do some cooking. I'll do some repairing while the cooking's going on. Sadly, I'm going to have to burn some of this good coal I got, but not a lot I can do because I got screwed on that bear meat, man. I was so pissed off, guys. I still haven't found it, so I don't know. I was pretty livid when I opened up that travois and it had 1 animal fat in it. I was pissed because it had probably 20 animal fat. Like I said, a big old pile of bear meat and some wolf. If you remember, I was killing wolves and bears down there. You can go back and look in the video where I said, hey, I got to clean this up, and you can see the massive pile of freaking bear meat that was right in front of the fishing hut. You know? So I was pissed. I mean, I can get more meat and stuff. That's not the point. The point is I shouldn't have to, and that's a nasty little bug, boy. All right, how many calories am I sitting on? Hit the right button, fool. Why am I letting this confuse me? There we go. What's condition range? No, we gotta look at today, don't we? Yeah, calories burned doesn't really say what I have. Oh, I'm just gonna have to eat a couple of these. That should be good enough, actually. I'll just eat one. I should be able to fill up on this now because they'll both be cooked. Man, you want to talk about just crazy stuff. Got to do some water. I know I'm out of that. Completely out, and I have no teas or anything. That's another thing too. Our food situation with that's kind of crap. We got one. Oh, that's another thing I found over there. I found a used 2 coming back. And thank God I found those coffees, dude, because that's how I got out of freaking Forlorn to the Mystery Lake. Because it was late. There was a bear running around out there, and then it turned into an Aurora, and I didn't want to mess with an Aurora bear. So when I woke up, I was kind of tired. It was a little cold, so I just made a couple coffees. But I did score these over in the zone of contamination. These were in the building, the conveyor building. And so that was pretty much it. Other than that, what I got, what you see is what I had, so... It was a blast. And I mean that sarcastically. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of. I'm gonna have to do this first. We'll go ahead and throw a wolf on there. I'll do another water. See what we got for time. I had water downstairs because remember I had some piled up on that little desk that's over here, and but I had to use it when I got back here. Let's go ahead and drink so I'm not condition hitting myself some more. But yeah, you want to talk about
Pack is getting kind of heavy.
stressful, man. I was like, what the hell? I can't die now after everything I've been through, merely because I decided to go on a stupid trip over to zone of contamination. And that's another thing too. When you get the transfer pass, there's only that one spot when you go, like if you were heading toward Forsaken, right? You're going up the road where there can be rabbits by that trailer, or there could be a wolf or two sometimes through there. And I could have went that route and went up there, but I'm thinking at that point I had already lost well fed. My condition was 20%, 20, 30-ish% at that point. I'm thinking, okay, if I go up this road here and I don't find any freaking food, I'm not going to make it all the way back from this trailer all the way to freaking Broken Railroad. So my only thought process at that point was, okay, I'm at the train station, transfer pass, let's just get the hell out of here. And I found, the 4 cattails you see were part of the 7 that I found remaining in transfer pass. Because I didn't want to go wandering off too far, right? But that's all I found. That was it. I scoured that place already the last couple times we were there. So I don't know. It was exciting. Let's leave it at that. Go ahead and cook this up. All right, we still got 2 hours, so I'm gonna do one more batch. I'm gonna go out here and grab this. I don't think that. Yeah, I got the two rabbits. I just want to make sure I have enough food to sustain. That's another thing too. I was kind of starting to worry about cabin fever because, you know, I've been here. Still can't believe this is all the freaking food we got left, besides some animal fat. If I get desperate enough, I guess. I mean, I do have antibiotics and shit. I'm not worried about that. It's just I had plenty of freaking food here. I was pissed because this has been our main base this run, and it was packed with food. I like to drop it on the floor. Just so much easier to drag it over and plop it on top of the stove. I know some people don't like that, but it's just the way I play, man. Not a whole lot of calories here, but calories are calories. Let's go ahead and eat that right out of the gate here. We'll need to be dropping well fed again. We did so good with keeping well fed, man, for the longest freaking time. And then, you know, when I got over the zone of contamination, I was pissed when I had to drop that, and I had no choice. It was either starve or die, so I had to starve. And at one point, I was extremely fatigued. My condition was shit. I was starving, and I didn't have any freaking water. And of course, a blizzard hits, you know, in the zone of contamination, and it's cold there. So it's a pretty sticky situation, man. I just want to eat these tidbits up. I'll leave that one. It's probably got enough on it. Well, maybe I can get 316. I doubt it, though. It's going to leave a little munchkin. Yeah, 32 calories. Funny I picked that number out of my top of my head there, huh? All right. I don't really need torches, but I'll grab a couple. And like I said, too, we have animal fat. If I had to do that. Because cattails, I pretty much devoured most of them here. I mean, we could go just scouting, right? For food and stuff. I do need to repair, though. I don't know what my claw situation is. Oh, that's another thing, too. I got this crap on me I got to get rid of. Let's see here. I just want to do a quick inventory. Because it's like I said, it's been like almost 5 days. Well, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, something like that. I can't remember the last video I put out. It'd be in the playlist to date. Could have been actually 3 days. I don't even remember, guys. It's been a while. I've been just getting some things done here. I had to survive, and I went one entire day with because I bought that split unit I was telling you guys about, but it has to still be installed, and we didn't have enough time. Plus it's a bigger process because it's like putting a central air in a house. All right, we're doing good on time. My mic's a little bit loud too. I apologize. I turned it up because when I was playing Subsistence for some reason I wasn't coming through as loud. I thought maybe at first when I was playing Subsistence my voice wasn't coming through like it normally does. Probably I thought maybe the filters weren't set up right because I had to switch the source. And it was, the filters were the same. So it just must have been something to do with I don't know, running that application of it or something. I don't know. Couldn't tell you, man. All right, well, I got 8 cloth. I don't know what I got stashed. I don't even know if I have any stashed. That's another thing, too. I got all these oils and stuff and skillet, and that's it for flour. There's not even enough in there to make anything. I already checked it. We do still have our spare 2, skillets here. I got cured birch. We got plenty of resources. So let's do a quick run through. Yeah, see 19 cured birch here. I got more maple. Maple, if anything, is when I'm running low on them. Well, that's 5 there. There's 12 more guts here. Got an extra hacksaw. We got an extra hammer. I did stick the extra knife we had right here. I do have the tools. If I wanted to, I could make the woodworking bench and stuff, but it requires cutting down cedar and fir, which in the interloper is almost impossible because, you know, I don't want to burn the crap to light a fire near a piece of wood. So there's that. Yeah, this is getting pretty goofy though as far as weather's concerned. We're approaching day 300, which I never thought I'd even hear myself say for interloper, to be honest with you guys. I get thinking back to this whole run, the run as a whole, and it's like, man, how the hell did we even get through some of this crap, really? And I am, just so you guys know, if something does happen with this run, or I do decide, you know, hey, I've had enough, you know, I'd rather start a fresh run, and I'm going to call it Interloper. It'll no longer be Stalker Vet versus Interloper. I think I've earned my stripes if I, you know, just by reaching day 300. And at that point, the cat will be on, the cougar will be turned on, and the scurvy will also be turned on. Could go kill this wolf down here. Hey, food's frickin' food, man. See if I can lure him down closer, though.
It's dusk, so I can't be far
Because I'm still walking around with all this meat on me, too. Which I'm fine with. And I gotta drop some stuff, do some repairing. So I want to get some fuel and get to the fishing hut to do that. I was gonna do some stick collecting right now. That's why I was heading that way. Because there's rabbits over in there. Shit, that's what I didn't do when we had the fire going, guys. I didn't make any fire hardened frickin' arrows. Of course, full on blizzard's got to hit, right? So now I got to turn around. That wolf probably disappeared. Yeah, the weather's starting to get really nasty. Desolation Point and Coastal Highway, I pretty much beat like a dead horse too. So that's what I'm saying. With 100% of the world explored, at the current day we're on, there's really not a whole lot. It's slim pickings, guys. I mean, it's going to be like, if I go to a zone and I don't, like right now I'm prepared. I don't know what I got for arrowheads left. I think I used them all. I know I can make rods, and I have some rods made, I think, already. Are they on me already? They're probably on me already. I got one arrow shaft. So we got one arrow shaft. Let me put this bow away. That irritates me. Got one arrow shaft, but we got plenty of that stuff. It's just arrowheads. I think I used them all. Making the current arrows that I got. I do think if we do any traveling, it would probably behoove me to make a fresh bow to take with us. You know, beat these down, and just so I have a spare one on me. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Got plenty of freaking canteens too. Well, insulated flasks, whatever the hell you guys want to call them. Oh, I got plenty of cloths. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab like 8 more just to have them. Let's see what do we got for leather. I got 2. I only really need to worry about the satchel, which is fine because I repaired that a bit back. Because when I got back here, I had to repair I repaired the deer stuff. So I did do a little work when I got back, and I was just trying to do off-camera stuff because I was sick. And I didn't want to, I admit that for a couple days there, I couldn't even talk. I've been sucking down on Ricola cough drops and taking cough medicine and chest decongestants and, you know, whatever I could throw at it, really. Yeah, we got 2 arrowheads in here. I can go ahead and take that in the shaft. At some point, I'm probably going to have to get ourselves to a forge and just get some arrowheads. I got to start making coal a rotational thing. I do want to just make sure you guys know if I do die or decide whatever I'm going to do with this run at this point, I'm gonna be working on Stalker season 2. Because I kind of left it hanging, and I did have some people following along. And the only reason I want to do that is because I've got the 500-day achievement marker for on Stalker. I'm like at 529 or something, whatever the hell it says on the menu. I don't even know what it says. I'd have to quit out. I don't want to do that. Next, can I look at the journal? It shows what we had, shouldn't it? Stat-wise, right? Where the hell is that? Here. This is what it's saying for Stalkers 500, but it was a little bit more than that actually. So what I'm saying is I would like to get the yeah, I only made it 7 days of misery, guys. Oh boy, and that was the best one of them all, by the way. The first couple were, yeah, death by Signal Hill, man. I watched a couple players on YouTube play Misery, and they're like finding hacksaws and shit and running around, and it's like, man, people are crazy. Look at this, the stupidity here. That's just doing when I was looking into um you know, just messing around with the lower settings and just doing some exploring like the Orta, Hawks River Valley and Thunder Pass and stuff. So anyway, yeah, I wanted to get the 1,000 days, but man, guys, 1,000 days of Stalker. You know, oh boy. And don't think Stalker doesn't have its challenges, because you'd be mistaken, because it does. You still have to survive it, and you know, you still have to eat, you still have to worry about the cougar, you still have to worry about, you know, bullets, you still have to get the, you know, get to the weapon forges and keep yourself stocked up. However, I am going to be implementing the bow more. I'm going to use the bow. Matter of fact, if I do go back into my Stalker run, I'm going to actually put my guns away, all my ammo. I'm going to put all my guns and ammo away. I'm going to keep my one pistol, the hunter's pistol, on me, and some pistol ammo. But I'm just going to take that and the bow and some arrows, and I'm going to just head out with that and conserve that crap that I got, right? Because if you're going to shoot for 1,000 days, that bow's going to come in really handy now that I'm pretty proficient with it as far as knowing what I need to do. You know, I don't do the moose dance, they call it. You dance with the moose to kill. No, I just killed the moose, man. You know what I mean? Moose didn't seem to go down that bad. Just got to hit him in his big pie hole, man. Freaking face is big enough. You missed that shit. I mean, you know, I'm just saying.
Wonder if I can drop any of this.
Yeah, see, miserable. Absolutely freaking miserable out here. Oh, I missed a piece of meat. Still pissed off about that. About that bear meat, man. Try to make it look a little bit less Silence of the Lambs like out here. Like Hannibal Lecter lives here and shit, you know? Oh, we're missing some fava beans. Still thought the end of that movie was a classic, man. I'm having an old friend for dinner. Like literally, right? It's talking about that one doctor that screwed with him the whole time he was in that psych hospital. Oh, that movie was funny. Not a big Anthony Hopkins fan as far as his personal life. Hell of an actor, but a total D in my book. Just another dumbass, really. Out of touch with the people. I know, we're sitting out here taking damage, but I spent so much freaking time inside, man. This is crazy.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Like, I just keep running in and out, and there's just not enough day. And then I gotta pass time. Look at all the time I gotta pass. That means I gotta burn up, you know, more water. I gotta burn up, you know, my food, and then I want to try to get out of here and get some sticks going. Like I said, I want to get these repairs done. I'm not gonna sit and I'm actually gonna tear up some of these torches because they're getting shitty. That's what I mean. I see people playing Interloper that are rotating and looking at the torches and dropping. It's like, what are you doing, man? They're free, number one, and number two, guys, you get a stick from them. And what I'm getting at is, look how I've been walking around with these same torches for I can't tell you how long. And they haven't gone bad. I'm going on day 300, and I've just been walking around with like these torches on me forever. So I don't know. Not saying it's a bad thing to do. It's just, to me, it don't make sense. I'd rather just throw it on the ground and just grab one from the radial than go in here and look every time I do it. There's sometimes, you know, you're in a dangerous area. You don't have time to be doing all that kind of crap, you know? All right, so I almost think I should tear this thing up. I mean, it's just a feather, though, but I'll leave it. Got a couple bunnies worth left in it. Kind of, we get a freaking Aurora again, but no such luck. My God, man, we're already heading on 51 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and call this one here and reconvene it. I'm going to do a couple episodes today, maybe 3, 4. I don't know, see how I feel. And can't tell what time it is because my microwave's not set right. Like 1:30. I did a bunch of chores today around here, cleaning, organizing, and got some chicken for my dogs. I got a rotisserie chicken from Walmart for them and broke it all up. And so they got like 2-3 days worth of chicken. They're spoiled rotten, guys. They are. They get macaroni and cheese. They get rotisserie chicken. I've been known to give them ribeye, you know, so. My wife used to tell me all the time, you spoil them rotten. Of course, now we get a freaking Aurora. I need to sleep now, so go ahead and eat. We'll eat this naughty meat. Eat this, leave the remnant. Got plenty of water. I'm just gonna go ahead and sleep for, I don't know, we'll do 7 and see where we're at. See what the weather looks like, because I've been stripping them cottages down at the end of the freaking lake for quite a while now. That's why I got so much cloth. I could head down there and do that, and then stop at the fishing hut and start the fire and repair all my stuff in there. I'm just spending too much time inside. And then I can come back in here, drop the resources off, you know, hides, you know, maybe get a bow going. I mean, I do have some partial bows in there I've been hanging up and stuff. Maybe I'll just grab, you know, you figure 243s or 250s is 100, right? So let me go down here and see what I have not terrorized for houses down here. For lack of a better term there. Sorry about that. So what I'll do is I'll stop this video right here and I'll pick up right here when I get back. So please, guys, as always, if you like the content and want to see more, please consider subbing to the channel and give me a thumbs up. I'd truly appreciate it. I'll catch you right here in a minute, guys. Take care.